All right, welcome back, everybody. Time now for Better Law. We've had some icy roads lately, so you may have seen an increase in car accidents.
But how does bad weather affect the laws surrounding those crashes? Joining us now is to talk about it is attorney Lawyer Twillie. Hi, Lawyer.
Hi, Kara. Hi, Scott. How are you?
Good. How are you? All right, so I'm thinking snow might be an excuse, like, if I rear end somebody and I'm going into but there's snow on the ground, is that going to get me off the hook?
That is not going to get you off the hook, Scott, but a good attorney might get you off the hook.
No.
I love it.
And what about for the poor soul who was rear-ended? They don't have to worry that it's not like, oh, it was a storm and that person, yeah.
I'm sorry. But yeah, a lot of people have been calling with that sort of logic, and it's just, I don't know where that information is coming from, but if you're involved in a car crash during a storm and somebody rear ends you or somebody T-bones you, the fact that the storm was happening at the time does not let somebody off the hook. There are a couple of statutes that speak directly to that. One of them in particular is 218A, 14-218A, I think, which basically says you're driving too fast for the conditions, you're negligent, no free pass for you.
You see slip and falls too, but it's because sometimes people haven't cleared their sidewalks off. Who's responsible for that? If the owner hasn't cleared their sidewalks off and I fall, how does that go into account?
Well, you know what? This, not to make light of it, but let's say that there is a storm going on and you haven't cleaned your walkway. You are protected. There is in Connecticut something called the ongoing storm doctrine, which essentially says that if there's a storm going on and somebody is injured on your property with regard, and it was a slip and fall due to ice or snow, that, they're going to really have a difficult time proving there was negligence because you need to have a reasonable amount of time to clear up any snow or ice or, any sort of defect. So you are protected in that regard. And perhaps that's where this sort of confusion is with regard to, hey, I can't bring a case if I'm involved in a car accident during a snowstorm. That really only applies to slip and fall premises liability type of cases.
And some people question, like, what if something, comes off the back of a truck and breaks my windshield, or, the plow trucks, the state didn't do a good job plowing. And is the city or the state ever responsible if you go into a pothole or you thought the road wasn't cleared properly?
Yeah, listen, great questions today. There is municipality and state immunity. It is difficult to bring claims against the state. Essentially, whatever the state is alleged to have done has to be the sole proximate cause of the accident. So if there's any other sort of intervening cause or something else happened that may have contributed to the accident, I guess, for lack of a better word, the state is off the hook for that. So it's really tough. At that point, you're going to probably be looking to file an uninsured motorist claim. So, yeah, I mean, it's just really tough. And as far as ice and snow falling off of trucks, a couple of weeks ago, there was a really nasty car crash, and I think in Wolcott regarding that same sort of scenario. And it is tough because obviously you're not jotting down somebody's license plate number at that point. So, it's really tough. My advice would be to try and give these trucks a lot of space because there is the potential for something like that to happen.
All right, real quick, you have 10 seconds, one-word answer. Slip and fall 5 days after the storm and the sidewalk isn't cleared. Do I have a case? Yes. Excellent.
One word.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Give me a call.
And if you want more information or to figure out what works in your situation, you can get in contact with attorney Lawyer Twillie. Go to LALawCT.com or follow him on Twitter or Instagram at GetLALaw.
And thank you for the bow tie today, lawyer. I appreciate it.
Glad you noticed. I wore it for you, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks, lawyer.